Welcome to our Scholastic Book Fair. Today, I want to highlight a few of the books that are in our elementary section of the book fair. So if you're in the 360-degree tour of the book fair, you'll click on elementary school. And I'm going to move over to our chills and thrills section, since this is a time of year where people are enjoying scary or slightly scary stories. I want to point out a few of my favorites that are on this particular case. And of course, there are a lot more that are in the book fair if you just have a look around in the search feature. So, a few to point out. One is The Puppet's Payback by Mary Downing Hahn. Mary Downing Hahn is one of the premier scary story authors. When kids come to our library to ask for scary stories, I often point them to Mary Downing Hahn. She has a great variety of stories that are slightly scary. Some are a little more scary than others, but most of them are stories that students in grades 3 through 5 especially can handle, and depending on your child, maybe younger as well. So this particular collection of stories is a not one story, it's a collection, as I mentioned. And these are scary, but not too scary. So I would definitely recommend taking a look at The Puppet's Payback and Other Chilling Tales, as well as looking for other books by Mary Downing Hahn. A book that I'm really looking forward to reading, I have not read yet, is this book. It's called Hide and Seeker. The cover of the book just grabs your attention. And one of the great things about having this book on our book fair is that it's only available in hardback if you go to a bookstore or try to order online. But through the Scholastic Book Fair, this book is available in paperback for only $7.99. Here's what this book is about. Justin knows that something is wrong with his best friend. Z went missing for a year, and when he came back, he was different. Nobody knows what happened to him. At Z's welcome home party, Justin and the neighborhood crew play hide and seek, but it goes wrong, very wrong. One by one, everyone who plays the game disappears, pulled into a world of nightmares come to life. Justin and his friends realize his horrible place is where Z had been trapped. All they can do now is hide from the seeker. So that's at the top of my list for a book that I'm going to be getting at this book fair, and I can't wait to read that one. Many of you know K.R. Alexander as another great scary story author. K.R. Alexander's books have been on our book fair for several years. Some of the students will remember a book called The Collector, which was about a scary witch who lives in the woods who turns kids into dolls. Pretty creepy. Well, this is a sequel to that book by K.R. Alexander, and this one is called The Collected. So if you or your family enjoy books about creepy dolls, this is another great book to try out. And again, it's only $7.99. And if you're looking for other creepy books, look up K.R. Alexander as another great example of that kind of book. Now, something not quite as scary that is fun on our book fair. This is a book that my family has already read and really enjoyed. It is The Witches. Now, you may have seen the movie The Witches, or you may have read the book The Witches by Roald Dahl. This version of The Witches is a graphic novel, and it hasn't been out for very long. So if you love graphic novels or you love the movie The Witches, this is a great book to check out. Recommended for ages 8 through 12, and it's $14.99.